Hi, John Marshall, the DrillMaster. So, exhibition drill. What do we see here? Usually it's unarmed and armed. Armed, we know that there's armed drill teams with rifles all across the country. Some armed teams with the academy sword. Don't know if there's much of any kind of armed drill team with the Army saber or even any kind of Navy or Marine Corps sword. That would probably not work as well. The academy sword has that T handle, so it's easier to manipulate and spin actually just using the handle. So that has its benefits. But now, what on earth is this? Well, these are flags. So my article, Making Lemonade Out of Lemons, that I wrote years ago, actually, let's see, when did I write that? It's right here, back in 2014. So when I wrote that, after finding these San Francisco teams, I really I wanted to get the information out there, and because that I really appreciate what the cadets have overcome. Now, I'm not sure. This is Lowell High School. Not sure if it looks. Actually, it looks like Army AJROTC. Oh, that's right. So this is the brigade YouTube account. So they're probably all Army Junior ROTC. So years ago, I don't know when, but the San Francisco School District decided that rifles were wrong. Could go off on a tangent on that, not going to. So instead of rifles to perform with, whoever came up with this, genius idea. It was really good. It's a nice alternative. Used small, short flagpoles with little flags on them. In the marching band color guard world, these would be similar to a swing flag. Although swing flags have a larger silk, still it's a swing flag type of device. So this is an armed drill team in essence. I just wanted to show you this and give a little bit of commentary. So I always appreciate seeing a guide on. I think including the guide on is really. So turning your head, Commander, is not working. Love that. That was a great. The kick out there was really good. Commander, don't turn your head. You don't do that. You're integrated with your formation, so you turning your head is only telling everybody else that you're separate from the formation, but you're not. So you need to not turn the head and be with everyone else just the same. And I know that high school kids grow, but need to alter some trousers out there. This is a better look. This is okay. It's getting a little short though, but you're going for that uniform look, and that's part of that. I appreciate the red trousers. So red is probably one of the colors of the school, so we have that, and that's interesting. But I want to show you let's go back to see the kick out again, that they do. That it really does work well. I appreciate that very much. You're wearing your front chin strap down. Don't do that. Your front chin strap needs to remain in place. It doesn't matter if you're going to wear a chin strap down or not. It's just it looks odd. Now your covers look odd without that chin strap there. It's really for purely decoration anymore. If you want to wear a chin strap down, you put a second chin strap on the back, and then you can pull that down and wear the chin straps down. All right. So there, the kick out. Nicely done. Nice swing out and great angles there. Guidon, you should have been spinning. So if you're going to do that with the flag, then everybody needs to do it. But you don't have uniformity of technique. So I'm guessing that's the San Francisco mist there. Not exactly applied consistently throughout, but I really appreciate this this idea of moving forward with that different step. And another even different step here. Good job. Now, Guidon, you marching forward at present doesn't work because your Guidon's all over the place. Really, you should have been marching forward and spinning. That would have been great. A much more effective entrance for you. All right, and then this kind of reporting in. That's not how you project. You project your voice from the diaphragm muscle at the base of your lungs, separating your torso there. The shoulders going up and down, even the whole body going up and down. It's not effective at all. It actually detracts from what you're doing. And you're using a gravelly voice from here. There. See, this is what you should have been doing from the very beginning. No wonder that lower ferrule is flat on the very bottom because of the slamming. So, and great. Now you're spinning Guidon. That's good. That's good. Nice AB work here. That works well. Ah, interesting. Okay, so started off with a slower tempo and then went right into the pass-through. And I would suggest a shorter staff for the Guidon, something similar to what the rest of the team is using. So the signals, are they necessary? Can you nicely done there? Nicely done. The opposite work that works well. I don't know about having the team so separated if that works as an effect. I think it would have been even more effective had the team been closer together or even in a single line. But I think closer together, honestly, would have been really nice to see the different angles there. This pass-through didn't really work well because of the alignment here with this young lady. And actually, at both ends, little bit behind. So a bit of phasing in the movement there with the spins and the work behind the back. And here this is great. It works well. Don't know about screaming that much, but still, you have some appreciation there, which is awesome. But the you can see that's the upper ferrule. That's another upper ferrule. You can tell by the rib right there and the rib right there. So, yeah, well, you use ferrules for what you can. That's fine. I would go with a shorter staff. I think that would be better. Look at the fish drill team and what their Guidon, the exhibition Guidon bearer uses to spin. And it's actually weighted, so there's There's some really good forceful ability behind that. So the chord on here is diminished in effectiveness with the lack of alignment here. Still, the exchanges worked well. I appreciate them. Do you think though that the nice. Nice. I appreciate those spins there. And having them start, at both ends and then coming into the middle, that works well. Into a nice X formation with the guidon bearer in the middle. So phasing in the feet not really well timed. I do very much appreciate, though, the slower steps than into the regular marching. I appreciate everybody moving in one direction and then counter directions there. Well, I really hope that's the San Francisco mist and not smoke. Good recovery. It happens. And that's probably a technique issue there. Nicely done. That's a great exchange. So the exchange there, the toss up in the middle, and then the catch with the freeze, that emphasizes that moment, and that really does work well. So does this. So we have two heights here of stabbing really towards the commander, and that's nice. It honestly that shows dimensionality with the circle that you formed around. Well, I said commander. It's quite possible he's the commander, but at least guidon bearer. That also is nicely done. Oh, let's see. Let's go back to this. I want to see that again. It's the nice thing about YouTube. So, oh, I see. Okay, so was it supposed to be a ripple of hands? Left hand coming out and then quickly brought behind the back. Was it supposed to be a ripple, or was it supposed to be simultaneous? Because there were some issues there with that left. I appreciate that step. The high lift of the foot and then bringing it out nice and slow. I don't think you've really overused it. So, guidon bearer, I really honestly here you could have been marching forward. Let's go right here. So here, great hand placement here. And you could have already been marching forward here and then stopped when they yelled out. I think that would have been a great emphasis there. Really, really nice. That kind of command voice is really detrimental, honestly, to your vocal cords. Now, you're in high school and you're not really going to notice that. You might be a little hoarse the next day, but then you'll be fine probably the next couple of days, which is when you're in high school, it's not that big of a deal. However, if you keep consistently doing that over the years, your voice is going to, as soon as you get to my age, 58, and then even into your 60s, you're going to start to get, and possibly earlier, you're going to start to get a gravelly voice to where you're constantly talking like this. And you really don't want to do that. Don't damage your vocal cords. Learn to call the commands properly using your diaphragm muscle, and save your vocal cords so that you can communicate effectively. And honestly, it just doesn't sound good anyway to have that kind of voice. Report in, report out, command calling, whatever. It's going to be much more effective for you to say, Sergeant Major, and I don't want to blow your ears out, but to give that kind of nice, clear tone, inflection, projection, the standard qualities of a command voice that are described in both the training circular and the Marine Corps order. Okay, interesting. Interesting that the command changes between guidon bearer and then quite possibly the team commander. But the use of the flag as you're calling the commands, or even chanting on the way out here, the difference. I'll just call her commander. Commander, the difference with you doing that and then the rest of the team doing that, with you being in the formation, is just odd. It's kind of confusing. Now, obviously, it's not confusing to watch. Everybody knows what's going on, but it doesn't make sense as far as the program is concerned, as far as the performance. You're all the team. He is the one who can do something differently with the rest of the team responding. Now, so if you want the guidon bearer to do that and then the rest of the team to do that, then fine. That would work. That would make sense as far as the program is concerned. But you being integrated, Commander, with the rest of the team, then you really need to be a team member. Well, all the time. You're integrated all the time. So you being a team member then all the time makes sense. So you're kind of performing off. You're chanting on the way out, but the creation of this formation, up to the creation of this formation, you could have performed spinning the flags, doing something different other than just marching straight forward to create your two squads. So it's okay. However, it doesn't. That lead up to this didn't match the rest of the performance there. That level of creation and performance. Okay, so yes, California's different. We can all agree to that to some extent. And then within California, San Francisco is very different, especially when it comes to junior ROTC and marching. So I've shown a couple of examples. There's Balboa High School from 2023, and now also Lowell flag team. And there's other flag teams. There's other unarmed teams that look just like this. They use these kinds of flags instead of rifles, or the unarmed teams constantly sing and not to be derogatory, but they constantly use more of a cheerleading type of movement. So it's different, and I appreciate both for what they are. I'm not sure that I completely agree with. Now, the rifle or the flag drill teams, I think they're pretty cool. The unarmed needs to really work with that or work on creating military flavor. But I'm just a commenter. That's it. All right. So I hope my comments have been helpful. Thanks.